Okay, so I'm here with Megan and
Margie
from Westboro Baptist Church.
Right.
Now, beginning of the Iraq War, where you were saying that it was God's wrath that was killing the Americans there because of homosexuality in America.
That's close.
Yes.
The proud, institutionalized policies of sin, every manner of sin, divorce and remarriage, which Christ said is adultery, fornication, if you don't fornicate by 14 in these nations, you're a freak, murder, millions and millions of unborn babies murdered, murder on the battlefield, idolatry, greed, etc., etc., all of the sins that led you to thinking it was a good idea to have same-sex marriage.
Okay, that's fine. The thing is that Europe has essentially turned away from God, as you would put it.
Yeah, and they're a shadow of their former self. Used to be the
disagree.
sun didn't
They
set.
are.
Well, you can disagree till the cows come home.
I disagree on
but the
economics,
fact
I
is,
disagree on
but the
population, I
fact
disagree on
is, the
technology.
British Empire used to be worldwide, so that the sun never set on the British Empire.
Yes.
Today, it's a tawdry little piddling, fledgling bunch of losers,
Yes.
weak.
And
They're not counted on in any war. They're not counted on in any
that.
war. They're not counted on in anything
And you don't
except
think
to be
that
a
was-
laughing stock to this world.
Please.
And yes, we ascribe that to the fact that you
Please.
mistreated
No.
and
The fall
misused
of
the
the
prophets
British-
of God.
The fall of the British
Is
Empire.
because you misused and mistreated the prophets of God, the likes of John Bunyan. That's the cause of the fall of the British Empire.
No.
And you can
Historically-
blather about man's history till
Yes, exactly.
this day
Look,
ends,
yeah, look,
and
if
it
you-
doesn't
if-
change
if
that
you
fact.
If you want to ignore history and just ascribe everything to God, then
And
you,
that's-
you are divorced from reality.
He ordained history.
Yeah.
He ordained
No,
every
you're missing the point.
And you
You're missing
trying
the
to
point.
force
If you
our
actually-
reality to be your lying human history
Look.
changes nothing. This right here is reality, young man.
Right. So the technology that you get
Is
in the devices here-
created by God for one reason, so Westboro Baptist Church could tell this world at this hour, God hates you for your proud sin.
So-
this technology was created by God.
No, it was created by scientists.
Well, and you get
And
to
the
tell
reason-
God that. And who created the scientist? Who created the scientist?
Well, let me start at the beginning.
No, who
Life-
created the scientist, young man? Answer that question.
Life is a self-replicating process.
Yeah, and you know what? You get to tell that lie to God right before he picks you up by your scruffy neck and drop kicks your rebellious ass
Look.
into hell.
Okay. The reason that we have iPhones is because we actually developed this thing called scientific naturalism.
Okay,
Scientific
we're not
naturalism-
interested in listening to you. Do you have questions for us? Do you have more questions
Sure.
for us?
Can
You
I-
ask us questions and we'll give answers or we're done.
Okay.
For the invisible things of him are from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead,
that's-
so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, and neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing
This
themselves
is
to
the
be
Shut, she's
wise-
not finished.
This-
Hush.
no, no, no,
Hush,
no, no,
she's
no,
not
look.
finished.
They
Hush.
became foolish.
There are 2,000 years between Christ dying and now. And since then, religion has diverged and diverged.
Right,
and
because there's a
diverged.
lot of false prophets and liars. But here's what hadn't changed. The
I've
elect
not-
of
I've
God.
not
I
finished
got
the
your question.
question.
I got your question. It's
What?
folly. The elect of God from Christ to now. There has been a church of the Lord Jesus Christ in this earth that has maintained a conspicuous testimony of truth from these pure words of doctrine in this Bible. That has never changed. That has been an unbroken chain. Now that little stream that's gone through mankind, not just for 2,000 years, for 6,000 years, has done that against a backdrop of billions of raging rebels and millions of lying, whore, false prophets.
When did your variant of Christianity start?
The day that Adam was created is when it started. No, I didn't ask you for your opinion on that. That's the answer.
No, Christianity can't have started before Christ
Well, you're
was
just
born.
wrong. You're just wrong. He's the Son of God.
The sovereign God who created and who ordained all
But
things.
it wasn't-
She's answering your question. Shut up.
Every
It
step
wasn't
of
Shut up.
Christianity before
Shut up.
Christ.
Shut up.
It wasn't called it, but it doesn't
No one cares
change
what
the-
you called
exactly.
it.
It's all, again, all ordained of God. All those things, the Jews, all the ceremonial law, was all a shadow of Christ. And when you read the New Testament and you see the fulfillment of these prophecies, all of the Old Testament prophecies and the law, the fulfillment
not
of
done.
the law.
I know.
Stop interrupting her answer.
But I want to know
we're going
why...
to do this one more time. You're going to ask questions and then close your mouth while we finish answers, or we're done.
So, why, of the 2,000 years of... Let's start with some broad...
A question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to clarify your position on this description here. So, for starters, when do you think that the Earth was created?
A little over 6,000 years ago.
Okay, so this would put you into young Earth creationists, Janice.
It's 6,000 years ago. Next question. We're not interested in all your labels.
And Moses does the... Well, words are important. But
Don't keep
Moses,
sidetracking with your speeches or we're done. I'm not kidding you. You got nothing of value for us. We got the word of life, the bread of life, the only hope for this generation and world. You can get some words from us. No more words from you, little boy. Either you stop it or we're done.
Okay.
Questions or we're done.
Okay, here is the question.
Okay.
2,000 years ago, a guy called Christ gets killed.
The Son of God was killed by the Jews.
Those are called vile affections
let me read you
that
the
God
words of
gave you
Jesus.
up
No,
to.
you don't get to read this because you said you don't believe it. So why are you reading it?
Because I think this is endorsed. I think Jesus endorses homosexuality.
Hon, you are a pervert. You're a deeply corrupted pervert. You know good and well that's not what that passage says.
Well, yeah,
and
so-
now we're finished with you because you
The
have
women
no...
grinding.
Hon, this is
If the
folly.
women-
We're
if the
answering
women
a man
are
according to
grinding-
his folly. You need to leave the building now.
If
Come
the
along,
women
dear.
are grinding together,
Come along,
then
dear.
right-